Hello everyone to another edition of the BSW Teasers as we are in Germany tonight. And we have a bit of a rematch here as we have two matches tonight. And we're starting off with a rematch from the first teaser. We have Lance Sawyer coming in first here.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 275 pounds. Lance Sawyer.
We have the infamous, the Marauder, the Shadow, Lance Sawyer in the building for his second teaser of our, grand total. And he's looking for a win here tonight, as he had his win the first time around, but his opponent, he's ready for some revenge here. As his opponent is Jesse, as we have a first blood match here tonight. And of course, Lance, he's known for his blood, but, can he take it? Will he be able to dish out some blood? And maybe he might bleed first, who knows? It only takes us one jaw eraser from Heartache, and this whole match could change. But of course, we have two matches tonight, so just because of one doesn't mean you should stop watching here.
The Rockstar, Jesse Hart.
Jesse Heartache with a bit of a different look tonight. Possibly decided, he needs to be a bit different coming into this ring. Needs to bring back that spice, that heat that he had before. Of course, last time he was out here, he was known as the Prize Bandit. I believe he's returned to be called the Rockstar. But let's see if that's going to help him out. As he looks excited, we all look excited. He's got a good new look going in here. These two seem ready for a rematch, and it's hopefully a good one here. Of course, this match could end in 10 seconds. It takes one sharp elbow, and it's one person's cut open. But these two look ready for a fight. And whether this is a long or short match, we're going to see either some redemption or we're going to see another stacked victory as we lead into the premiere of BSW. Instantly picking up for a Burning Hammer. We've seen this bust people open before. Every single damage to the head is going to make me wince here. So if you see me pause up, that's probably why. We got some stomps to the arm. Lance maybe wanted to take his time. Give himself some pleasure with this matchup. Give himself some time to, really feel and have some fun. With some knees to the back of the head. It won't bust you open, but it'll definitely do some damage. Lance, of course, the bigger man here. Some spit comes in. Looks to be some green mist and a kick to the head to follow it up. And now a scrape of the boot onto Jesse's face. Of course, that bandana might help with covering that, but we got a good jawbreaker coming in here. And now a flying clothesline. Doesn't quite knock Lance down. But looks like he's going for a bit of a cutter, caught with a power slam from Jesse. Excellent from him as he now heads to the outside here, going for a weapon early on. Picks up a kendo stick. We've seen those crack on a skull a few times. Gets a whack to the head to wake him up. But caught by Lance for a whip to the stomach here. Now whacking him on his chest and head. Breaking it over his back now. Lance now lifting Jesse back up, throwing him into the corner, it seems. I don't know what he could be going for, but throwing him to the outside. I think we've seen this before. This, of course, he calls this the infamous whirlwind, and you can see why as he spins him around and drops him on his concrete floor. He scrapes his face once again. Again, any bit of damage could be the end of this match, and it's it! Wow, a short match from Lance. Jesse is now cut open from that scrape. Of course, we wanted just a quick match tonight, just to lead into our main event. Give each other a bit of a teaser here. Just, of course, that scrape. Lance is known for his blood. He's excited here, clearly. I'm surprised it happened so early, but, that's just what happens, I guess. But there's your winner as we head on to our main event now. And we are back. Of course, you know, we're heading to our other arena tonight in New Zealand. You know, we have a bit of a broadcasting thing where we are in multiple different countries tonight. But here comes the big man.
Is a fatal four-way Hell in a Cell match. Making his way to the ring from Iowa. Weighing in at 300 pounds. Iron Cannon Davidson.
Cannon Davidson, the Ironheart. Possibly the biggest man we have on our roster right now. Such a large individual, of course, sitting at 6'4", the same height as Lance Sawyer, but you can definitely see the weight differences there. But he's not going to waste anyone's time. He's ready to get this started. Of course, it's such an interesting mask he has on. Taking it off, I didn't realize he does that, but, you know, I guess, you know, it's something he does. But let's see who this other opponent is. Got Stun the World. Wonder who this could be. Is that... We have Slim here. Slim, of course, has been an OSW champion along with being an MPW champion in other companies all around the world.
Weighing in at 269 pounds.
Slim, you know, very, very interesting that he decided to show up here. I didn't really realize that he would, but I guess, you know, Mr. Shadow, he has his choices and he has his control. But he seems ready to get this started. Seems to be very cocky here, but, you know, when you're facing someone as big as Cannon, who knows what could happen. But we still got two other competitors tonight, and Slim doesn't seem worried, but I would be. It's very, very quickly this could turn into a 1-on-3 assault depending on who comes out next. But we're going to see right now, Slim taking off the glasses, a bit of a bug eye stare. You know, maybe a little bit nervous here. Also making his second teaser debut here.
From Portland, Oregon, weighing in at 270 pounds, the Bear, the Beast, Brian Reyes.
Of course, Reyes still wearing his old gear. Of course, used to go by Dallas, but very different look here. You know, he got that bit of a gray in his beard, and, you know, maybe he's looking for, you know, just another win under his belt. I believe he did win his last teaser. I could be wrong, though. Of course, you know, that was so long ago that it feels like forever ago. But Dallas, he's a big man. I believe he stands at about 6'1", about 256 pounds. He is definitely the biggest contender as of now to Cannon, but Cannon's still the biggest man in this match, of course. Taking off his jacket, you can see just how big he is. But let's get on to our final opponent here. I can't really tell who that is under the mask, but I know the announcer probably does, so we'll just wait for him to say it. I recognize those logos, but I'm not sure here.
From New York,
oh my God.
weighing in at 244 pounds, King.
We have the anti-hero here. Again, another person I was surprised to see here. Of course, owner of OSW. You're just as shocked as me here. I didn't even realize that he would show up, but he is here. And he's looking to make a statement here. He seems to be head focused, headstrong. And he's ready to take on anyone here, it looks like. Let's get into this ring and let's start this match, eh? As the cell begins to lower, these four put their eyes on who they, you know, are going to start this match on. Reyes, you know, doing his bit of taunting. Zayn possibly getting himself in focus here, but let's start this match. And just to clarify here, this is a Iron Man match, but you get your points by hitting your finisher here, so you got 25 minutes of pure carnage. Now some big strikes coming in from both sides. Zayn and Cannon taking the early advantage. Reyes, of course, countering there. we saw in the last time that Reyes was very intuitive in towards countering. Slim now heading to the outside, possibly looking for an early on weapon. Cannon seems to be also. Reyes and Alex and Zayn on the inside now. Slim has a shovel on the inside. Didn't even know we had that under the ring. Now some shrugs coming in from both sides as Reyes and Zayn come in. The crowd is erupting. I can barely hear my thoughts right now as the crowd is exploding from the anticipation. We're going to see who's going to get the first point here. Of course, we got Cannon on the outside, and now Reyes. Everyone's on the outside now. We're going to see some heavy blows here. We're going to see who's really the fastest striker, I think, on the outside. Cannon now getting tossed into the cell, but counters with a punch. Surprised we see all four men so grouped together as the cell wall is broken open. The cell wall is officially broken open. We have people on the outside now. I did not expect this to happen, let alone so early, but here you go. Cannon throwing around Slim like he's nothing right now. A forearm to follow it up. Now a big strike here. Slim, however, countering as Reyes gets thrown to the outside, and Zayn is now following. We could see a battle on top of the cell between all four of these people. Now some strikes coming in from Reyes. Cannon climbing the top, so is Slim. This is insane. I didn't expect this. You know, we've only been in this match for 3 minutes. Cannon looked to be going for something. Cannon almost fell off the top. Cannon, as a stunner comes through. Slim getting the first point of this match here. I don't quite know what he calls that stunner. And another one. Now he's throwing some strikes here. Zayn taking control here of Reyes. This is insane. I am surprised that so early on we are seeing people battle on top of the cell. You don't really see that every day, but here we are. But the tap comes in from, no, I thought it was a tap, but Cannon, he falls off the edge. We might need a stretcher out here. We might need a stretcher for Cannon. You're a strong man, but I don't know if you're that strong. That looked to be a 20-foot drop. You're going to feel that for the next year. You're going to feel that until you're old and brittle. That is a hell of a drop, but he's back up, and he's climbing back up. Holy shit, Cannon. Slim looks to be climbing down, but I think he just now realized that, you know, Cannon is heading back up. Cannon standing up top, waiting as we saw, you know, Reyes and Zayn battling on the outside here. These two not willing to give each other the chance to climb up, but, and Jesus, what was that? I don't know what that was. Looked to be a big clothesline from Slim. Now Zayn heading up to the top here. This is where things get serious. All four men now heading up to the top. This is what you love to see. Hell, we could have match of the year before the match we even have a premiere. A torture rack coming in from Slim. These four are standing on top. What is this? The Reyes driver through the cell! Through the cell, Reyes! Powerbomb Zayn! We have people battling on top and people battling on the bottom. I don't know who's more engaging. And some Wax coming in with a shovel. The crowd is loving this. Reyes again getting some more offense in. 3 points to Slim and 2 points to Reyes. Cannon now in control here, and so is Zayn. As a brainbuster comes in from Zayn to get a point on the board for him. This has been the most insane match so early on. We see a power bomb onto the corner of the cell here. Zayn now has 2 points here. It looks to be going for a third brainbuster. As an iron claw comes in at the top. Cannon getting his second point here as Slim looks to be passing out. And I think Zayn might be bleeding a little bit as a bear hug comes in. Oh my God, that Zayn is busted wide open. He's panicking. All this damage he has to tap. But again, this means nothing. It's not his finisher. Picking up that shovel, Reyes is again. And another stunner to get himself another point in this match, Slim. And looks to be back on the bottom. We have a Reyes driver for another point. This has been an insane matchup. I can barely keep up with the speed of these four. Jesus, someone get that shovel away from Reyes. Just whacking the lower spine of Zayn. Jesus, someone call a hospital. We're going to need 4 stretchers tonight. This is insane. We still have 18 minutes left in this match, people. Do not go anywhere. This is going to be a hell of a match. Big headbutt comes in from Cannon onto Slim. And another Reyes driver. Tying up with Slim now. Of course, these four may not know the score, but we do. As another stunner to get himself back in the lead here. But Zayn quickly approaching up on that record. And what looks to be another back body suplex from Slim to pick up Cannon. I'm surprised he can. Such a large man. But this has been insane. I'm sorry if you can't keep up with my commentary, but I can barely keep up with these individuals as some moonsaults come in from Zayn. Cannon now up at the top, going for another Iron Claw. I believe he calls that the brainwash. Interesting dialect, but an excellent Enziguri comes in. We have a 5-4, 4-3 here, as of course the scores are. Leg trip into a stop. No, Cannon rolls out of the way. And now Cannon going for what looks to be an arm trap neck breaker. Now it's, you know, we're getting to a steady pace here. These four individuals might be getting a little bit tired, but we got some of the strikes coming in down below. Zayn looked to be going for a brain bust, didn't quite get it. And a big back body thrown suplex from Cannon onto Slim. Slim gets his leg caught, pushes away though. Now throwing some chops and some good strikes. Lays out Cannon, it seems like. Zayn possibly looking for another brain buster here. And he hits it. That gets him to 5 points. Tied up with Slim, who has been the dominant leader so far. The leader since he started the match and is still in firm control, but Cannon might be looking to change that. So he's picking him up for a power bomb, and Jesus, did you see that? The head snaps onto the corner of the cell. And now another brainwash coming in. Slim is passed out again. And another Reyes driver. I can barely keep up with the action. There's a big vertical suplex. Comes from the top. And another spine cruncher comes in. And a jawbreaker. Zayn, of course, tapping, knowing that, you know, maybe it's a smart move. You know, doesn't give a point, doesn't do anything. Tap, make him have to release. Reyes going for another Reyes driver, and gets it. This crowd is loving this action. You can hear from just listen to them. They love it. Every bit of damage these people put on is for your entertainment. You better like this video. This is our main event of the night. A big headbutt comes in from Cannon. Back on the inside, however, a split leg moonsault that gets dodged by Reyes. And, oh, I didn't even notice. Cannon Davidson has fallen off the cell once again. You know, the first time, you know, he's a bit fresh. Maybe he's able to get up. This second time, he's not moving. There's no way he can stand up from this. We might need to get a stretcher out here. No, how is he standing up? How is this man back standing up? Slim back on the inside. Cannon heading back to the inside. What an insane half of the match. And that's the truth. We're only halfway through this match here. We have another 15 minutes or more damage. Jesus. Cannon throws Zayn into the steps. Reyes looked to be going for a driver, but gets caught with a brain buster. Wow, I am stunned at the first half of this match, but that's only the first half. It's a stunner comes through, giving himself another point. Slim again has that control, has that advantage, goes for that clothesline that he's used for quite a bit here to get himself, the winning offense. And then reverse Frankensteiner. Zayn and Cannon now exchanging words here. These two heading back into the ring now. Cannon looks to be setting up for a power bomb of some sort. Looks to be lifting up into a gorilla press. What's going to happen here as he throws him into the cell and he hits his face on that mat. Reyes now lifting up for another Reyes driver. 7-7 for both Slim and Reyes. Of course, Zayn at 5 and Cannon at 5. And another spine cruncher coming in. Slim tapping. Of course, even though the taps don't count, that submission will do the damage. Cannon throwing around Zayn here. And another Reyes driver as finally someone else takes the lead here. Reyes is now the leader of the pack here. This has been an insane match. And we still have another 13 minutes, people. Stay right here. Don't go anywhere. Look to going for a flying European, but Slim, so dazed and stunned, just sort of wobbled out of the way. Reyes, though, however, taking control with a German. And now kicks to the head. Jesus, that's some nasty offense here. And now grounding pound coming in from Reyes. Zayn now throwing a European uppercut. Cannon crossing over here. And a European uppercut to cause Zayn to go back to the other side. The neck breaker comes in. These two are just battling near these steps here. Cannon's knee might be blown out from that thrown into the steps. Slim now picking up Reyes on the inside. Going for what looks to seem to be a big Alabama slam. The back of the head, that's going to hurt. A drop kick. Slim back in control on the inside. Zayn throwing Cannon back in the ring. It's a big dragon suplex, gets slammed onto Reyes. And a big crossbody, springboard of course. They have gone to war here. We still got another 10 minutes. I know I'm talking about the timer a lot because we have another brain buster and these people are so close in score here. It's still anyone's game right now. Now Zayn getting picked up here. A big power slam comes through. Slim and Reyes now heading to the outside as Cannon and Zayn take the ring. Slim, however, throwing Reyes back in the ring. And some big strikes from the floor. Cannon getting that offense in that he didn't quite get earlier on in this match. Another brainwash comes in. Slim looked to be going for a blockbuster, but overshot. And that's another point for Cannon. Another spine cruncher comes in. And that looks to be another brainwash in the background. We have another brainwash coming through. Cannon is now on 9 points here. Cannon out of nowhere takes the lead here. Slim now on the outside, taking a bit of a breather here. Reyes now taunted to the crowd, but that's a stupid move as a flatliner comes in, giving Zayn another point here. Of course, the score is now 9, 8, 8, and 6. Zayn being the back of the pack, and Cannon now suddenly leading the pack as a big Kalama slam and an arm slam to the mat. Cannon still in control here as another brainwash comes through. Maybe Dallas should be interrupting this as Cannon's now at 11 points. I believe that's a mistake. He should be at 10, but it's up to the ring announcer's discretion. It's up to the ring bell discretion. Whatever they say is going, that's the truth. You have to dispute it with Mr. Shadow, which I don't think anyone does. Cannon clearing the ring here. Cannon, you know, he was actually at the back of the pack for most of this match, but ever since he's gotten back in this ring has definitely shown why he's the biggest man in this ring and why he deserves to be in that tournament that's going to be happening next month. Now like a flip over DDT lays out Cannon, and a big clothesline comes in to get Slim to 9 points. Slim now heading to the corner, you know, anticipating whatever he's going to go through. I don't know what this is, but it looks to be a flying blockbuster. I don't quite know what he calls it, but that's what it is. You know, these big moves coming in. Now some big hammer strikes coming in from Cannon, throwing Slim into the corner here, and a big German suplex onto Zayn. Zayn rolls to the outside, taking a bit of a breather as some more hammer strikes come in. Jesus, just brutalizing Slim as he gets laid out in the corner. Reyes was taunting, but he shouldn't have. However, Reyes stops before he runs into Slim and gets a Reyes driver. I don't think Cannon quite realized what was going on. I don't think he realized that Reyes had stopped himself. Slim back up on his feet now. Just a little bit taunting to the crowd, kind of. Cannon sliding underneath the ropes here. And a big elbow strike. Reyes seemed to be baiting Slim into going for an attack there. Reyes gets caught, though, with a moonsault. Beautifully done by Slim here. And a big stunner to get himself closer to Cannon's score as he has to 10. We have 10, 11, 10, 9, and 6, of course. Slim, again, another stunner. Again, I think every man in this match here is going to be needing some type of assistance by the end of the night to walk out of here. You know, maybe a bit of a formation aligning here. You know, bound by blood type of thing, as I think every man in this match here at this point is just cut wide open. I know Zayn is, I know Slim is, I think Reyes might be, but we'll have to see at a later point. Now a big deadlift here. Zayn, big power slam onto Slim. Reyes and Zayn kind of teaming up on Slim here. Interesting idea. Slim, however, looked to go into dead weight there. Cannon now back on his feet here. Cannon's with a bit of a breather. I'm surprised no one took advantage of that. But here we see another spine cruncher, and there's the blood of Slim right on the forehead. Cannon, I believe, is the only man in this match not bleeding. As we see an arm wrench come in and just, you know, Cannon just threatening those punches. Excellent move from Reyes as he feints the strike into a DDT. Zayn and Reyes laid out here, both just not feeling it. As a big, what is this? Looks to be another gorilla press as he throws him against the cell here. Slim back on his feet here, possibly the cell chains woke him up. And now a clothesline lays out Cannon. Super kick misses. Slim gets an elbow for his effort. And now Cannon throws Reyes into Slim. Slim picking him up. And now Cannon tossing Reyes over into near the exposed area part of the cell here. Cannon now heading to the north side of the ring. As he now watches from the outside, possibly taking a big breather here. Seems to be a bit gassed out. But Reyes, I don't think he's too happy with that as he heads over to Cannon and throws him back in the ring. We have 5 more minutes here, and Slim and Cannon are tied up. And a big moonsault comes in. But however, Reyes throwing Cannon back in the ring here. Reyes needs to get back in this ring. He needs to get himself some more points here. And there he does. And immediately comes in with a Reyes driver as a big German suplex comes in from Zayn. Reyes is only 2 points away from being the leader. Cannon also, you know, needs to take control. We have a tie right now. I would hate for this match to end in a tie. You might need a rematch later on. if it does so, but I would hope not. I would hope by the end of this match we get a clear and concise winner. Some big stomps coming in. The two smaller men in Reyes and Zayn taking on Cannon. Cannon now on the back foot here. As Cannon, I believe Cannon is bleeding. As a big springboard super kick onto Cannon. All of these men are busted wide open. Their own blood leaking down their face. They can probably taste it in their mouth. As a big Snake Eyes comes in. These four men have shown each other true ruthlessness. Reyes, only man standing right now, but gets swept by Zayn as Cannon makes his way back up. Cannon back up, trying to get some revenge here. But a big back half suplex will do that to you and will lay him out. Cannon, not content with quitting, lays him back down. Reyes feints the strike again and goes for another DDT, this time on Zayn. Zayn standing right back up though. These four, might be filled with adrenaline, just pure instinct to stand back up and continue fighting. Cannon standing up as well. And now a big flapjack suplex and some stomps coming in from Cannon. Zayn needs to get some offense in here as another brainwash comes in. He's been given 2 points. I do not know why, but he is currently leading the pack now. We're going to need to see either someone disqualify Cannon or just get some offense in here as Reyes does another Reyes driver. And another spine cruncher coming in here. God, I think at this point, Reyes has crunched everyone's spine to the point where I don't know if they'll be able to walk tomorrow. But they're walking now and they're ready. Slim counters. All of these men just cut wide open. You can see every single forehead is just leaking with blood. But these men, they ain't ready to stop yet. It's a big belly-to-belly suplex. But Reyes standing right back up and caught with a shin kick. Now pounding that head into the mat. Now some stomps to follow through. And then Cannon looks to be going for possibly another brainwash here. Now going for a bit of a chokeslam, but caught with an elbow. Some beautiful strikes coming in from Reyes to take down the big man. And now Slim throwing some big strikes of his own to lay down Reyes. And now Reyes with a good... not Reyes. Slim with a good German onto Reyes. Zayn now taking that breather. He really shouldn't though. Slim on the inside gets another point here as he gets that big meat hook clothesline. Cannon, however, lifting Slim up for a big follow-away suplex. Cannon now heading to the outside, going after Reyes, but Reyes gets a big European clothesline uppercut. And now what is this? Slamming his head into the mat, into the corner. These two now arguing here. Might have to fix. And your winner of tonight's main event,
Iron Cannon Davidson.
Davidson really proved himself tonight as he won this match, 13 points, an impressive lead, but you know, some people will say shenanigans due to the point system, but this has been it all for you folks. I hope you look forward towards the premiere of BSW, and I hope you have a good night. I thought we were done tonight. I don't know what's going on here. Coming in, Damien? Why is...
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match.
What?
Making his way to the ring.
Oh, okay.
From Wellington, New Zealand. Weighing in at 273 pounds. the villain.
Yeah, I know. Okay, whatever.
Damian
Bye.
Blackwell.
I've just been informed by Mr. Shadow that due to the shortened length of the first match, we are going to be having another first blood match tonight. Coming in first is Damian Blackwell. I just have now been informed of this matchup. But yeah, I'm at a loss for words. Usually we don't have things like this happen, but I guess, you know, such a, you know, Mr. Shadow's a mysterious man, and whatever he says goes, and so that's what happened. But here is Damian Blackwell. Of course, he won in a tag match for his teaser, but now he's back again, looking to get another win under his belt here. Again, this is a first blood match, so of course it could be the same length, but I would have thought that beautiful match that we had just beforehand was the main event, but I guess Mr. Shadow has other ideas, as here's Damian. I have no idea who his opponent is. I have no idea what's going on. But here we are. Let's see who his opponent is here, though. Lights have dimmed. These yellow lights can only mean one person. And there he is. The scarred up face man himself. The leader of the Black
and his opponent,
Black Rain Cult himself.
New Jersey, weighing in at 244 pounds, Ray Dunleavy.
I'm at a loss for words here. I don't know what's going on, but here we are. Ray Dunleavy versus Damian Blackwell in a first blood match. I don't think Dunleavy expected to be out here. Of course, we've seen him in the rafters before, but this is a bit different. Dunleavy looking around the crowd, you know, maybe a bit stunned at the capacity. Of course, we're still in New Zealand tonight. That's possibly why Damian is showing up here. But I'm shocked. I'm at a loss for words here. Here is Ray Dunleavy. Of course, he also won his match against Ray Campbell inside a steel cage. Those two were locked in there, but Dunleavy got out of there with 2 points and a win under his belt. But we're going to see how Dunleavy can fare against someone who's a little bit more of a veteran here in Damian Blackwell. I think we should get this match underway, however. Let's get on to, you know, this surprise main event. Of course, we can see our Spanish commentators down there at the BSW arena table. Of course, I am up in the rafters commentating. Damian Dunleavy. First blood, let's get into it. Dunleavy immediately starting by dragging his opponent into the corner here and slamming his head onto the corner. Some chops and strikes coming in. Dunleavy taking an early offense here. Some kicks to the head. Again, every single bit of damage I'm going to be wincing at, you know, just because this is a first blood match. You know, one wrong hit and this could be it. Looks to be going for a tombstone here. But no, turned around by Dunleavy. He gets one of his own here, plants him right on the top of his head. Dunleavy now back in control here as a big strike comes in. He throws him out to the outside. This is where Jesse got busted open. But now Dunleavy throwing some beautiful strikes and elbows. Rocking Damian, but Damian now taking control here as a Jesus, big right hook from him to stun Dunleavy. Now what looks to be a snake eyes onto the apron. Damian now lifting Dunleavy back up, but Dunleavy counters. Damian, however, throwing Dunleavy back into the ring and goes for a big boot, but dodged by Dunleavy, but Dunleavy can't quite connect as a big Uranagi comes through. As now Dunleavy gets his thighs stomped on. Got some calf to thigh action here. As Damian's backing up for a super kick here. This came from nowhere, huh? Boom! A big super kick lays out Dunleavy. This came from out of nowhere. But here we go as a big stomp to the forearm. And another one. Sorry, excuse me, the bicep here. And another one. Might be trying to injure Dunleavy here. And now some strikes to the floor. This could be it. Again, it just takes one strong strike to cut this man open. Of course, those open wounds, it looks like, aren't going to be a helpful, you know, maybe making it a little bit easier for the ref to stop this match. I don't know what he was going for there, but Dunleavy counters, gets got back into the corner. Some big hammer strikes coming through. A bit reminiscent of Cannon in the last match, but here we go. Damian now setting him up for what looks to be just a dragging boot. And now heading to the middle rope here. Going for a Phoenix splash from the middle rope. Beautifully done. Damian now lifting up Dunleavy, going for possibly just the end, just trying to end this match as soon as possible. He has been in control for most of the match here. He gets a super kick to the knee. Stepping up to that middle rope once again and going for a shadows cut, reminiscent of Lance Sawyer here. I don't quite know what Damian calls that, but that's what Lance does. Lifts him back up, look to be going for the gun stun, but gets caught by Dunleavy as a big power slam comes through. Dunleavy now heading to the outside here, possibly taking a breather as he grabs a kendo stick, similar to what Jesse was doing. As a whacks Damian into the face with it. Again, each of these strikes, oh wow, breaks the thing onto his chest, and a knee strike. Again, one bad shot to the head, and this match is all over. As we have what looks to be the headhunt once again. Locking it in, scraping at the top of the forehead here. Damian not looking too good right now. Damian needs to fight out of this, and it seems like he is. Pulling those arms apart and be able to break out of it. Dunleavy, however, definitely more fresh right now. Throwing Damian into the corner. What could he be going for here? Just some chops and punches. You know, strikes and punches will do some damage. And that's it! Wow! That last hook did it. Damian laid out there as Dunleavy gets the win. I think we got to see, you know, we saw two people lose tonight. I think we got to see next teaser. We got to see Damian face Jesse. But here's Dunleavy. Dunleavy will be facing Lance in the next teaser. We have two matches next show. But this was all for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this matchup. This has been BSW's teaser with a surprise main event. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you look forward towards the premiere of BSW.